commandments. Why? Man can't tell me nothing about this coke. Can't tell me nothing about this crack. This weed.
Hey, my brothers, welcome back to another episode of the Mixed Tribe Dad podcast. I'm your host, Cameron Gilmore. Man, we've got a massive show for you today. Listen up, buckle in, buckle up. We're going to get after this. Before we do, I want to thank you all so very much for all the comments, the shares, the likes, the loves, passing it on to people. You are the reason why this is growing so much in this global initiative to change the way that we perceive ourselves as that single, divorced, and also the bonus dads. Let's jump in, no wasting time. So the power of the mindset. Hear me out. I know you're thinking I've already done something like this. Yes, but nothing like this before, because I want to just help you understand. Had I had these tools that we have now, I'd probably been a lot better off way quicker and understood the process. So what we're going to do and what I'm going to do is help us understand how to frame out and structure the mindset and really ground down to who we are, but more importantly, understand how to build something that would be applicable to you, to me, to everybody. One thing that I struggle with is when you listen to the gurus out there, when you listen to mindset and you listen to a lot of them that talk about the changing the framework, that there's not a lot of focus and there's not a lot of really honing it. Obviously, they're trying to reach a mass, they're trying to reach the broader audience, and I totally get that. That's why I'm the only one who speaks directly to the single, divorced, and the bonus dads. And what I'm going to show and what we're going to walk through today is something that I wish that I had. The technology wasn't there when I went through what I was going through, but it is here now. And because it is here now, it's going to allow us to grow. It's going to allow us to thrive. But more importantly, I'm going to help you see and understand how to use technology the way that I wish I had it growing up. Okay, so here we go. This is how it's frameworked with AI. So we are going to use AI to help set up a 30-day run, a 30-day process. Now, yes, my 30-day transformation program is all built on science. It's built on using all of my mentors that I've had, both past and present, and books and studies. It's framework. So it is a process that will take you 30 days. If you have instructions every single day, it's video based, plus it has documentation. So you can buy that. You can get into that program 100%, and it will really help you focus in. Okay. In addition, I want to help you guys understand in framework what I would love to have known when I was going through the process of becoming my single and divorced dad, and then also my bonus dad. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use AI and we're going to help it understand who we are. It needs to get to know us. That's the big thing about using like a ChatGPT or using Grok, right? Or using the other LLMs out there is you have to train it to understand who you are, understand your thought process, and understand to better move you forward so you can be the best version of yourself. And really want to get into the mind. We really want to help AI understand your thought process, your mentality, your highs and your lows. You want to be able to inject what you have up in here so the AI can learn you and then build you the best framework possible. You got it? Okay. So the first thing that we're going to have it to do is pull up whatever chat you use, whether you use Grok, whether you use AI, whether you use ChatGPT. There's a whole bunch of them out there. Use what works for you, because I use what I like, which is Grok, Grok. It's just, I feel like I've trained it so much that it understands me really well. Okay, so I got visual aids for us. Okay, so here we go. The first thing we wanted to do is we need to give it the framework on what we are asking it to do. So we got to give it a role. What is the role that AI is going to help us with? Okay, so let's go to the board real quick. Okay, so now look, this is what we want a framework. This is the framework that we're going to be using. So the first thing we want to do is, we're going to give it a role. As you can see right here, we're going to give this a role. So one of the prompts that I love to use is you're a top 1%, right? Because if you're the top 1%, then it knows, hey, you are can speak on a global level, you have authority, and you've got years and years of experience. So in your prompt, you're going to write out you are, or speak it out. I love to speak it. It just makes it easier for me. So first off, you're going to say you're a top 1%. And if you're a single dad, then you'll use the single dad prompt, the divorced dad prompt, or you'll use the bonus dad. So this is who not you are, but the person that is going to help you build the AI framework or the model that it's going to help you build. So you're going to tell it your role is this. So this is the prompt that you're going to use. You are a globally recognized top 1% bonus dad who spent the last 30 years helping bonus dads buy back their time. You are sought out by the top minds because of the science backed and also the framework in which you use to build bonus dads. So that is the first thing you have. That's the first prompt. This is the first thing you're going to do as far as the role goes. Then the context. You got to give it context. Okay. So now this is what you're telling the AI that you, now we're talking about me, you're talking about you. You're saying your client, right? Your new client is this. So whether whether you want to framework it from as a CEO or framework it from a C-level executive or a top sales rep, maybe you're starting a business, whichever one of these mindsets that you want your quote unquote coach to framework for you, you just let it know. I always like to say, hey, your new client is a top CEO in this space. So pick a space and pick the space that you currently in, meaning what your place of employment. So if you're a doctor, a lawyer, I don't care if you're a garbage man, if you're a teacher, uh, if you're a coach, if you're a philanthropist, it doesn't matter. Whatever your job title, whatever the job you're in, that is what you want to do. So your new client is a top CEO in digital marketing. They've been in digital marketing for 20 years. Their company does $80 million a year. They have 200 employees. Okay. So give it some meat. Don't be so generic in the sense of you're a top CEO. Your new client is a top CEO in digital marketing. They have one client and they're just starting up. No. Give it some meat. Give it something that it can work with, some oomph behind it. Okay. So going back to again, context. Your new client is a top CEO in digital marketing. Your client has been in digital marketing for over 20 years. They've won numerous awards and also have 200 employees. That is the context that we have. Okay. So what are we going to do? Now we're going to what's called do this. So this is where you're telling the uh, AI prompt agent, you're telling it, this is what I need help with. This is you saying, I need help with this. All right, so now we are going to say, do this, meaning this is your task. This is the task that you're giving it to do, right? So market research in similar spaces. So we know that we're a digital marketing. Your client is a digital marketer, top digital marketer, been in the digital marketing space for 20 years. So what I want you to do now is say, do this, do market research on similar top performers in digital marketing that are CEO, and find top articles about men, CEOs that are balancing their life and company. Then find me books on how I can transform my thought process from a business dad into dad, a single dad, right? So you're going to give it some, this is what you're telling it to research. You want it to research, find quotes, find podcasts, find posts from individuals that are like your current client, find posts, find things that they do, search both all the social media platforms. Once you've been able to deep dive into this, and then you can say, ask me clarifying questions to really understand what I'm looking for. Then you're going to say, do this. You're going to build me a 30-day program to help me better balance my work and my personal life to grow closer with my children. And specifically, you want to buy back your time. So you're going to build me or find me a 30-day program to help me buy back my time so I can spend more time with my children and less time worrying about work. And then at the end of it, you're going to say output it or make it an Excel ready, make it a PDF ready, or output it as a PDF. This framework right here, this framework is what I would have to research. This framework is what I would have to research when there was not this ability out there. And what you're going to do is when you hit submit, the LLM that you use, whether it's, again, ChatGPT, whether it's Grok, whether it's deep search, whatever it may be, what it's going to do is it's going to spit it out. It's going to ask you questions. Take time, meaningful time to answer those questions and fill it out. Fill it out, fill it out. And then what it will do is it will spit back a response and it will say, here is the answer. Take that, copy it, put it in an Excel spreadsheet, and now you have something to follow. Now you have something to work with. Now you have something that is going to be able to help you build towards changing your mindset. Okay? So let's recap and make sure that we're all on the same page with this. We're going to recap. First off, we need to assign it a role. You're going to give the AI agent, you're going to give, again, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Grok or some other LLM, you're going to give it the task. This is your role, right? You are a top 1%. You are, and I used bonus dad, but you can use your single dad. You are a top 1% sought after, buy back your time global coach who's been in the industry for 30 years, and you specialize in helping single dads buy back their time by elevating their business and allowing them to spend more time with their children. That is your role. That's what you do. The context is you as the client. Your newest client is, we'll say, starting a business. Your newest client is starting a business in construction. They have 5 years of landscaping or 5 years of roofing experience. They've ran their own crews. They have, they understand the ins and outs. Now they are starting their own business, but they also have, and then pick how many kids you have, 3, 4, 10. They have 10 children that they are a single dad for. So that is the client. You are the client, right? You are the client. So again, that's the client. This is what you want it to do. This is what it needs to do. I need you market research similar, right? Similar books on helping first-time entrepreneurs that are starting a business and balancing family life. Find top articles that help me focus and change my mindset on family and fun opposed to business, then family. Then then you can say, search social media posts for similar individuals that are a single dad starting a new business that have 30 years in the landscaping industry. Once you've done that, build me a 30-day program that helps me buy back my time and balance work and my children, so my children do not feel left out. Make sure it's outputted in an Excel spreadsheet or a PDF, whichever you choose. Please ask clarifying questions so you can have a better understanding, and then hit submit and watch what it does. Watch what happens, the magic that happens. So there you go. That's what I have used now, and that's what I use. I'm allowing, listen, AI is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It is not going anywhere. So let's not fool ourselves. Let us use AI to help propel us to that next level. You understand what I'm saying? That next growth, that next business push. Look, I know what's going to happen. Look, I know what's going to happen. I mentor men that are single and divorced and bonus dads. My skill set and specialty is business restructuring or business analysis. It's helping men to let go of control. If you own your own company, it's let going of that control so you can put people in those positions to help you spend more time with your family and your children. I specialize in helping those C-level individuals really framework a process that says, hey, if something comes up, right? If something comes up and I have to leave, I have already got it covered. I already know who I need to delegate. I already know who needs to take care of what. I already know who needs to take care of this or take care of that or take care of this. I already know. It's already frameworked out. Like that's what I do. That's my specialty. Now I'm giving you a blueprint that helps you do it yourself and say, this is what I'm going to do. Now execute it. Now go out and execute. And with that execution helps build and grow and mold you into the best version of yourself. That's how we start to train the mind. You could run that same scenario or that same practice if you want to help build your mindset. I use it as a therapist. I have a therapist, but I use AI also as a therapist when I'm in a funk during the day. Remember, we don't have bad days, you have bad moments. We don't need to compound bad moments on top of bad moments on top of bad moments. What we need to do is we need to say, how do I get out of these bad moments so I don't have a bad day? How do I then use AI to help build this framework out for me? Because now it's specific to you. Now you've really been able to hone in and say, this is how I'm going to use it specifically for me. And then you can hold yourself accountable. Because if you can't hold yourself accountable on that 30-day, then that's where someone like me comes in. And that's where I come in and help you and say, this is where we're going to hold you accountable. And you have to hold yourself accountable because it's not just for you anymore. It's for your children. It's for your family. It's for you as the bonus dad, right? It help to get the framework in and pushing forward. I know, listen, I'm going to tell you something. Being a bonus dad is one of the coolest things ever. I love it so much. I got 10 children that I get that I get to say these are my children. Like I get to say I have 10 children. It's so cool. But the one thing I wish I had this so that I could plug in each one of the ways that they learn, each one of the way that their emotions, each one of the ways that they like to receive feedback, critical feedback, how they like to be praised, how they like to have time with it. Is it time, attention? Is it physical touch in the sense of like giving a hug? Or is it gifts, right? The 5 languages of love. Or is it, how do I understand the Enneagram? I wish I had all of that. I wish I had this when I was a bonus dad at the very beginning, because I believe, and I know this, I know that I would have been able to build a framework out that would have helped me propel businesses that I was starting with my brothers and some colleagues. It would have propelled me to elevate and move through some of the businesses that I was helping. But more importantly, it would have helped me buy back my time so that I could spend more time with my hot wife, the hottest of the hot wives, and my bonus children and my bio children. I wish that I could have been able to have this. It would have frameworked it completely out. And that would have helped me develop the mindset to really get into that space of, as my good friend, the good friend and digital mentor would say, I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must, because you need to. Listen, when you have this framework and you have this 30-day run, then you share it with your family. If you're still that single or divorced dad, then you share it with your children and say, this is what I'm working on. How can we work on this together? If you're with your bonus family, right? Your hot wife and now your bonus kids and your bio kids, right? Or you're just marrying in and you don't have any kids and now you have bonus children, right? Or your bio children you're marrying into and your hot wife. She doesn't have any children, whatever it may be. Then you can sit down and say, listen, here's what I'm doing. Here's how I'm going to build. Here's how I'm going to grow. This is how I'm going to change my mindset. I want to become better. And this is how I'm becoming better. You bring them into your life. You bring them into that space. And now you become that alpha. You become that male. You become that powerful man. You become that high testosterone man who wants to go out and keep what he kills. You want to be, you would rather starve as a free lion than be fed like a caged animal. When you go out and feed your brain because you want to, and you put yourself in the best position, you put yourself in the best scenario, and you put yourself in the best space, you now become that individual that they can look up to and say, yes, I know you are in the best interest of me as the children and as your wife. You then get to say, I'm going to go out and kill it. And now when they can see what you're doing, and now they see that you have a plan and a process, and now they see that you are working your tail off, they will respect that more, because now they know, okay, dad, or, for me, Cam, he's out trying to build a company. He's going to be gone. He's going to put in some crazy hours. I understand what he's trying to do and trying to help us. That is what you're sharing with him. That's the framework. Men, listen up. When you are intentional about building yourself and changing this every single day, when you have non-negotiable traits, you become a greater version of yourself. The old will burn away and fly away, and the new will call into existence those that will help you, those that will want to be there with you and inspire and help you grow. I promise you that. I so promise you that when you are intentional on your growth, that becomes your new norm, and that becomes you as the new person. I'm going to put the link in the comments, that if you want the framework, I'll give you a framework. You can click on the link. It'll take you to a page. It'll have a framework. It'll have this part in there. It's yours, 100%. Go get it. Go get it for free. I love you, boys. Keep grinding, keep pushing, keep being inspired. Thank you again for all the shares, the likes, the comments, all those that believe in this global change that we're doing in this global initiative. Go crush it, boys.
Commandments, wow. Man, can't tell me nothing about this coke. Can't tell me nothing about this crack.